Morning everybody, Mike Niemiec here with some early morning grain and oilseed comments for Thursday, November 20th. We have somewhat of a mixed trade in the overnight session. We have the wheat market down around 2 cents, corn up 2 cents. We've got the bean market up around a nickel. Meal is mixed. We're down around $1 to $2 in the nearby, up $3 in the deferred, and the soybean oil market's down around 10 points. In general, the soybean oil market has been kind of trending in a somewhat of a sideways pattern in here for many weeks. Not much as far as direction goes there other than the sideways, but we have the corn, the wheat, the beans, and the meal, after being on a rally since the beginning of October, kind of backing off their highs, and at this stage of the game, a bit off their lows of the move from these most recent highs. We've got two items of discussion here as we wind down the week. The trade will be taking note. We'll have our export sales coming on out later here this morning. We're getting a little bit of a bounce perhaps in the beans and in the meal markets here in the overnight trade, beans in particular, on the heels that we may have continued good bean export sales. Time will tell on it. We'll also keep a monitor on our meal and our meal sales and shipments, as it has been the meal market and the money flow which has taken these markets from their October lows to their most recent highs. We've also seen where the rally in the corn and the wheat market has kind of tamed export business out of the U.S. from foreign competitors. We at one time were somewhat more expensive than those foreign competitors. This most recent rally in the grain markets has once again taken us even to higher levels, so not much is really expected as far as business goes there. So we'll have the export sales to monitor here as far as price direction goes for the rest of the day, and then the other thing between today and tomorrow, we'll have option expiration for the December contracts. The trade likes to go and try and pin strike prices. It has somewhat of the most open interest. For the wheat, that's kind of coming in the neighborhood of around either the 520 or the 530 strike price. For the corn, 340 to the 360. For the meal, it's in the neighborhood of around the 370 strike price, and for the soybean oil, 32 cents. Once that's accomplished, we'll go into the end of the month of November, and then we'll be working our way into first notice day for the December contract. So all in all, aside from the sales, we may have more mechanical trade going on here with liquidation more so than anything else. But in the big scheme of things, in South America at this time remaining conducive and our supply and demand tables stay where they're at, it still seems like somewhat of a general non-bullish trading affair in here, and the money flow that we've seen driving prices from October to the November high so far may have being somewhat of a fruition in exercise in futility if once again our supply and demand tables remain non-bullish and South American weather remains conducive. Once again, these are my opinions, not that of ADM or ADMIS. Thank you.
That's his favorite place. She was at the football game last night.